Got a lot of hell in my last video for all these connectors, butt connectors, things like that. I'm leaving all the tags on them, all what they do, all what they say. They're all unwrapped until I figure out where I want it all. I'm changing it all again right now. I don't really get in there and solder too many connections and get it proper until I figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm always kind of rerouting it, always finding a better place, always changing something. For example, this one, I don't know if I'm going to use these wires. They were grounds intended to be used for some of the options on the controller. I may not use them. They may go away. But until then, yeah, butt connectors, put them together, see what happens, see if it works. Right now I've got issues when the bike heats up, and not overheating, just when it gets hot. It's having some cutoff issues. So I'm rerouting this hall sensor wire. That's what people are saying to do. But I'm also stacking these studs stick up high enough you can stack these on top of each other and you get a cleaner install. Before, remember, my wires came off like this. Now they're stacked like that. I like this a lot better. One upside down and one right side up. You look how high that post is. It gives you plenty of room for this fat part to stick down and not hit the body of the controller. And anytime I work on this stuff, I've got this battery completely disconnected. I don't want to take any chances there. But yeah, that looks a lot cleaner. You guys on the forums tell me what to do next, and I try it, and it usually works. You guys are smart. So yeah, if you're watching this video, you're thinking, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. No, I'm not the expert. I'm getting online and asking these guys on the like Far Driver Forum, Electric Bike Build Forum, the endlessphere.com. Yeah, these are the pros. And it's going pretty good so far. I've got one issue. I'm talking to the manufacturer about it, but after I ride the bike for a while, it's not hot. It's just after I ride it for a while, maybe about 8 miles or so, it starts doing this shut-off thing, where if I give it too much gas or if I put the brakes on too hard, the back wheel shuts off. Then when I come to a stop, it turns back on again. Oh, a range test by itself would be pretty boring. I figured I'd throw in a range test and some wiring issues. You know, with the gas bike, you buy a piston or you buy a valve, you just get it in a box, put it on. There's no instructions. There's no anything. You gotta know how to do that stuff. Unless you watch a video on YouTube, you really won't know how to do it. These electronics are about the same. You get these Far Driver controllers or anything, you get these batteries, these wheels, there's no instructions with them. You're supposed to know how to do it all, just like a piston showing up in a box. And it is confusing as hell. Gonna sort it out, and that's why I'm kind of making this video. So yeah, having some issues, that's typical, expected when you just build something like this. Front fender, you'll see that's gone. Look at that. That's pretty wild, huh? Gotta rethink that one. Always something. So my last videos, I got a lot of comments, you know, like, oh wow, you know, you really know your e-bike stuff. Or, yeah, you're really good at this electric stuff. No, that's not it at all. That's not the point of these videos. Think of the videos more of this. If a dumbass like me can figure this out, and I haven't yet, but if a dumbass like me can figure this out, then maybe the rest of the people can too. And that's kind of the point of the video. I just want to see if a regular dude that doesn't know anything about electric bikes or motors or anything can do this. And doing the research, I just had a hard time finding stuff. It was not out there like I thought it would be. So very confusing. And I'm just doing a bunch of research, trying to put it together and hopefully make these videos so regular old dudes that aren't electrical engineers can build themselves an e-bike. And that's kind of the point of it. But yeah, I want to do a range test. I'm going to get out there and get on the highway. I've got the mode 1 or button 1, speed 1, whatever you want to call it. I've got it set to 60%. Like, it's fast and everything, but it's, you know, it's not like out of control crazy. It'd probably do 70 miles an hour or so, and it's where I would want to be if I was trying to get some good range. And so I want to do the test in mode 1, the whole thing, to see how far I can go so I can plan my trips with the full charge. Yeah, I want to do a good mix of roads. Some of these 45 mile an hour roads you can do 55 on. Then I'll go to some like 55 mile an hour roads that you can do 60 and 65 on. And then some maybe back roads and country roads. Get a good mixture of driving around. I lowered the power in gear 1 down to 60%. I didn't want to go lower because I wanted to be fast enough on these 60 mile an hour roads. But man, I'm still doing like 65 and stuff, no problem. It's still super fast at 60%. That's like, what, 220 amps? I've got 470 set as max, so I could probably even drop it down to 50% or something. Yeah, it's definitely still fast. I'm at the mileage where the issues usually happen. We're over 30 miles now total. So yeah, it seems to be running good. Just on one of these old highways here. Yeah, so 60%. It looks like I've reached max. 73 miles an hour, 74. It's really not going much faster. Well, I guess it is. Yeah, it just keeps on going faster. That's at 60%, but it feels like it quit accelerating. it kind of felt more, you know, stuck in the mud and just eventually going up. So I kind of like that setting, but that would have probably taken me to 80, but taken me a while to get there. And I'm doing some fast driving for this range test. This is not slow driving. I'm doing a lot of like super fast takeoffs. Oh, it did it. It died. Well, son of a bitch. Spoke too early. After a complete stop, it started going again. So weird. But any kind of deceleration or acceleration makes it die. So here I've got a turn coming up. I got to slow down for it, so it's probably going to die, and I'll be stuck in this traffic. Yep, it's dead. Dead. So now I got to pull off the road. Now it's going again. Let me see if I can get going. There, it died again. If I hit a bump, it does it. So I've checked all the wires, they're all tight, and it makes no sense, because if I hit a bump and it dies, then why does it only start after I come to a dead stop and then sit for a bit and then it'll work again? And there's also a definite time limit on when it comes on again. If I rock the bike or move the wheel, it resets the time. So what I'll do is I'll hit a bump here to make it happen. There's a bump right here. Okay, so it just died because I hit that bump. That little teeny bump. I'll pull over here. We'll start counting. Wheel to the dead stop. There's 8 seconds. Oh, it died. Now I gotta wait another 8 seconds. There it goes. So about 8 seconds and it goes again. Alright, just for fun, I set max line current to 200, max phase current to 400. Just to make sure it's not the battery BMS doing it. Nope, there it died again. So I don't think it's the BMS on the battery, because battery should easily be able to do 200 line and 400 phase. It's got to be something in the rear wheel or the controller. I thought loose connection at first, but a loose connection wouldn't have a timeout on it, would it? Count to 8 here. And we go. But I'm down to 95 volts. It's saying 67% battery capacity. I don't know if that's 67% till it's all the way dead, or 67% until the BMS says, hey, you've used enough battery, I'm turning you off. Looks like I'm 2 or 3 bars down on the display. In the programming video that I haven't done yet because I'm still learning it, I set this battery up and I fill the battery to full, and then I adjust this needle so it says 99% or 100%. Now I have not adjusted the bottom end yet. Once I get to 80, and I think that's supposed to be my minimum volts on a 96 volt system, when I get to 80, or if the BMS turns it off, then I'm going to adjust that to 0% and I'll have a calibrated gauge. I don't know what the minimum voltage should be on a 96 volt system. I tried to Google it. I get all sorts of different answers, so who knows. Don't pull out, dude. Oh yeah, I did. I hit a bump and it died. That bump did kill it. I've been purposely hitting a bunch of bumps and stuff just to see if I can make it die, and that one did it. Now I got to pull off the road and let this thing sit for 8 seconds and it'll go again, but yeah, this definitely did it there. And kind of a bizarre thing about the e-bike is how well it corners. So I just come off the throttle, and it's almost like it's a bike that has a slipper clutch. Like when the race bikes, you can put a slipper clutch in, something that, you know, free rolls like a Recluse. It doesn't try to skid your back tire, because typically on a bike, you're trying to gear down so you can exit the corner in the right gear, and so your tire will slip out, and which is no big deal, you know. It's kind of part of how they ride, but yeah, no engine compression at all to get your back in squirrely. It just goes into turns so smooth. So typically when you exit a turn and you give it throttle, that engine wants to stand the bike up. The bike tries to come up on you, but right here I give it throttle and the bike doesn't even stand up. It just stays leaned over. It's so perfect. There's really no upsetting a corner at all on these e-bikes. I'm surprised they're not racing these in MotoGP. They ride so easy. I could jump that bridge. Got some bicyclers here. It really turns nice. What a dream. What a dream to ride. It's my favorite bike I've ever had. I haven't followed superbike racing in a long time. Are they running electric bike shit in superbike or MotoGP? I mean, I can see why these guys in X Games are running those Stark Vargs. This thing's so superior to a gas bike. The way it rides, the way it handles, just its acceleration. You get into the two-stroke, four-stroke argument, and that two-stroke, there's such a good argument for it for like what those guys in X Games do in motocross. This thing here is even more than a two-stroke. It's that much more. I'm at 51 miles, 28% battery capacity. 2 white bars, 1 red bar showing. I know how to get back closer to my house. It's getting low on battery. I'm at 89 volts. I've told it to turn off at 81 volts. I wonder how many watts I can pull with it this low. Can't really tell what it's doing there. It looks like about, I don't know. Didn't feel that powerful. I can definitely tell the power's come down some at this lower voltage. 88 volts. You can feel a difference. Oh, it seems like a 1976 Plymouth Fury. The gas gauge goes down real fast at the end. I'm gonna get the blinking red light right now. I better get back to the house. Whoops, it just died. I guess that might be all of it. 87 volts. No, I got 1 bar there. Maybe died because of the error and not because of out of battery. I'm about to find out. I'm at 56 miles. I'm going to try to get back to the house. It's not going. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I don't trust it enough to pull out in front of a car though. It just kind of took off. I got to get this thing back. Blinking red bar, 86 volts. And it says 11% battery capacity. So yeah, that's pretty low. 56.5 miles. Oh, there goes a car right in front of me. Now I'm dead in the water. Thanks, lady. Let's see if I come to a stop, if this thing will get going again. 87 volts. Oh, it's just dying. I can feel it. I can feel the motor kind of kicking on and just dying. I don't think it has the power to go. If that lady didn't pull out in front of me, I would have made it. Would have made it home. Let me do a turn off and a turn on and see what happens. I'm at 56.7.8 miles. I'm taking it real slow. Still got power. Battery's at 87 volts. So I might set 88 volts as my low battery. I've got it set to 81 right now on the app. So yeah, 57 miles. I probably could have done 58 miles if I squeaked it, but we'll say 57 miles for the range test. Pretty darn good.